Hello, children of the night, and welcome back to Castlevania, Curse of Darkness. Now, I'm going to go and tell you that I have cheated because I accidentally fucking completely muted my mic during the live session of this. This is post. But, that's okay, we can go forward, because, hey, you know, we just do what we can because we must. I'm not gonna go and give you a completely commentary-less version of everything. I will try to recount everything that I have said, all the stuff that I've done, and apparently this little thing is the shop, the new shop. Now, great that we get the map and everything. The shop I'm not quite sure of, and that's actually what I've been just going over with initially, is that, hey, this shop it seems kind of pointless. You're apparently able to store, take out, remove, and do some actual devil forging. Not sure when that's going to happen, nor how big our inventory is for devils, but I guess you can... They're like Pokemon, you could kind of set them free if you really wanted to. Not sure why you'd want to, but I guess that's a thing that can happen, maybe?
What can I do for you?
Now, that special Moai that we got, I'll show off later, but right now, I'm looking at everything here, and I'm wondering why. Nothing about this really seems like you need any of it. Outside of maybe the death doll, because it's just a really nice accessory to have. But you kind of get everything just from everybody else. It's just, you get the crafting materials, and you make better weapons, you make all of this. It's just, the shop seems very pointless. So yeah, the Moai, all you do is you pick it up to sell it. That's literally it.
Gotcha. Will that be all?
I don't know.
Will that be all? Please come again.
I mean, it's a lot prettier than Roland's shop, that's for sure. But otherwise, I just don't see the point in it. I know it's weird, but it's just, yeah. So, I know I've covered this before, but God, do I hate how there's all these different things now. It's just like, you turn the camera around, and you lose your place very easily because of that. So, stealing, I guess, is a new mechanic, and I don't really appreciate it. It's weird. And I don't know if it was really necessary. You get a lot of bullshit out of it. But you better believe we're gonna go and try stealing. Also, I found out there's actually a fucking lock-on button. So, hey, learning things while we're playing, always good. Always a positive. Also, one of the weird things I've noticed with the knights is, I guess since the lance is a lot longer, you will probably hit the shield when they have the shield up instead of just hit them from behind. Now, you'll find me fucking around with a lot of enemies trying to steal their shit, and I didn't think for a while to guard my guy. Yeah, so you'll see a couple times where I'm trying to actually get the shield down, because again, like they said, there's multiple times where, or there's only a single time where they're able to be stolen from. And it's very precise, and a lot of enemies don't have that big of windows. Like, these guys kind of seem like just, I don't know, they're constantly able to be stolen from, right? So, also, one of the things I should be pointing out is that the wizard that we had here, we found out, oh, hey, just one hit and he's down. So we found out that he basically just heals or buffs So, kind of cool, I guess. And even more so, it does feel like a lot of these maps are more straightforward than the Lament of Innocence maps. Which is fine. Which is fair, you know. And this is a very annoying gimmick. Of course, we're going to go over to this guy and take him out as best we can, if we can. And here I'm actually very confused why we're still getting assaulted with these ballistas and stuff. Yay, 10 gold, that's really worth the time and all that. Okay, so, a lot of this maybe comes to no surprise, but I'm having the hardest time with this crap. Because at that point, I didn't see the other, I don't know what you'd call them, pains in the asses. And it's like, yeah, hey, we'll just continuously attack this stuff, but it's probably not a great idea. In fact, we're getting our ass kicked pretty handedly. I realized, oh, hey, over here, we should probably go and get on this and attack these little things. It also very much feels like kind of forced into taking damage no matter what, but thankfully the turret has its own life bar. Come to find out. And it's also really hard to determine whether these things are actually dying or not. So, one of the things you'll probably notice is a lot of shit just taking a lot of damage for no reason. Oh, by the way, the Armor Knights, yeah, if they have their shield up, there's a good chance that they're not going to actually take... that they're not going to take any damage. So that's always fun trying to get that taken care of. And since they have this very lovely block mechanic, you have to hit them multiple times with a heavy-ass cannonball. And here I'm kind of figuring, oh hey, my innocent devil kind of innocently died. And one of the things I'm really not appreciating, at least with this game so far, is how many times they give us the fucking knights. In Lament, they were very much a accent enemy. I think they were actually axe armors in Lament, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, and hey, we've got some perfect blocks, but still, it's hard to determine what the perfect block's benefit actually is. But yeah, I don't know, these guys are just way too tanky for no reason, and they almost constantly block, and they're not fun to fight. I guess it's better than the skeletons that we used to have constantly, but I don't think it's really an upgrade on the enemy variety. Like, it's still predominantly this one enemy type, right? And from there, the skeletons were okay, but they weren't annoying to fight either. So, I don't know. Hopefully we could find a save point around here soon, so that way we can fill up all of our hearts, because I guess that's a thing for save points now. Which, to be fair, it's a lot nicer, where you could just step in and have everything refilled, instead of having to go to the actual save point to get everything refilled. I will say having a combat devil is way better. It makes combat go a little bit smoother. So you might be noticing that these guys are turning that pinkish color, and it's a very specific instance when they are. Let's see if you can find out, because I did find out eventually, and oh, it's a super pain, considering that's the only time that they'll be able to be stolen from. So, have you noticed it yet? Don't worry, we'll get to it when we actually successfully steal from them. So we're down to the last one. And yep, you might have guessed it by now. The only time you can steal from them is when they're dodging, which is super difficult, oddly enough. Even though you're locked onto them, or quote-unquote locked onto them, nothing really... It's you don't go far enough to be able to steal, and you have to be right next to them. You have to be. And the way the camera fucking works sometimes, I swear to God. And all that effort for a potion wasn't worth it, in my opinion. I'm sure we could find potions from somebody else, and it'd be a lot easier to steal from instead of that 2-hour fest of trying to get something from them. So, the big ogre guys. Well, they don't look as menacing as the ogres and lemons, and I feel bad about that because those guys were frickin' awesome. Also, you might notice that I'm just not doing a damn thing. Spoiler here, every time I fight these guys, I still have no idea what their, I don't know, purple thing is gonna be. Their steel condition. Maybe we'll stumble across it, but so far, have not found a single time. And I'm gonna waste a lot of time trying to. Of course, down there looks the way that's proper and everything. So we have to go this way. It seems important, right? And of course, I get the idea that maybe perfect blocking is their steel condition. And still, you're gonna see me fuck up that a lot. That's for sure. ultimately, you know what we found out here? I don't think perfect blocking is going to be their steal condition. Almost certain of it. Man, Rosarios are they just come up at the worst possible time here, and it's stupid how badly this like it comes up now. Laments seem, again, I know I shouldn't really be comparing, it's just you generally got them at good times, right? And of course, you gotta try to steal. You gotta try to steal everything, because I'm just that way. But these blood skeletons, as you know, they just constantly respawn. And again, thinking maybe perfect guarding is their guard condition. No, it's not. It's something you might think about. Yeah, these guys always respawn. They will never not respawn. But how does it then that we open this up? Well, a little bit of a spoiler, we don't. I give up on this about halfway through. But there is going to be a lot of time where I'm going to be trying to, at the very least, get a steal off on these guys. Guess what their condition is. That's right, when they reconstitute themselves, they then become able to be stolen, but you're not able to actually target them until a very specific instance when they put themselves together again. Just, I don't know, it's a huge pain. I thought maybe killing them both at the same time would allow the door to open, but even still, it's just... I'm sure that's probably the case, but I'm not able to get them both killed at the exact same time. At least I think I got them killed once at the same time anyway. It's something I'll probably have to try to experiment with, or it's something that comes back later. Either way, it's, yeah. But now, we get to go the correct way. And another enemy that I have absolutely no idea the steal condition of. And the ghosts are... Oh, the camera for one is not playing well at all. But as far as I could tell, there's really not much showing up for these guys' their steal condition. I thought maybe when they're dying and they're throwing out the lantern, it'd be an interesting way of doing things, but I think it would still kind of work in some regards, right? I don't know. Something I should probably look up, but I'm probably not going to, honestly. And of course the skulls. You gotta love the skulls. Or, well, the spirits. They've got a major upgrade in this game. And of course, as soon as it came, you're able to steal from it. Nope. Magmar just said no to that. And that's fair. That's fair. He's protecting me. And you can definitely see there's something behind that waterfall. Something we're gonna have to figure out how to do too. And definitely not worth trying to steal from these guys. It's just a huge pain in the ass. And yeah, 10 gold is nothing. Literally nothing. So, skills, ID charts. I guess that allows us to see how things evolve. Though, it's still hard for me to figure out how to find this. It's just constantly like press buttons. You hope for something, right? And nothing's coming up. Which I guess is fair. Then you realize, oh hey, you probably have to hit a different button. R1. And you can only see one devil at a time, because of course you can. And yeah, I don't know. Trying to do other things, try to see everything about it, but no, it's just, again, not having any of it. And I thought I got a lot. But it doesn't actually show, well, it does show some of the progress on there. I had 24 punch gems there. I felt like I got way more than that. But also, 40 gems, that's expensive. That seems expensive considering how little we get for gems, just in general. And good old cockatrices and wizards. This gives me enough chance to go and target both. And hey, tickets! Gotta love tickets. So, of course, cockatrices have the ability to stone you, as they often are wont to do. But I swear to God, it's like near impossible to see. Yeah, they just, I don't know. They're very weird. And a big pain in the ass if they come in more than groups of one. We'll find out a little later about that. Oh yeah, and let me tell you, it's super easy to just accidentally hit the command button. Of course, we gotta go at least a different way because, well, you just gotta, right? It seems to be the law of just exploration game. Go to the place that you think is wrong, even if it's not wrong. That's strange. That's still up because right there, right in that corner. Bastard. But also, there's a little thing right there, and I know we've seen it. It's a chest, so we got to take out the fairy because, well, Magmar's not going to do shit here. But you'd think just jumping up there would do something, but no. I'm not sure how I did this, but I like to think that it was just a lot of skill, possibly skill. And we got a fire protection ring, which is great, I'm sure. It's like there's more to this too, right? There's even a heart over there, but I'm not sure how to get to that. It's probably, again, it's probably a later thing. Oh, actually, that's chalice. I think that's an HP up. Either way, it's one of those things where you're just like, I don't know how to get there yet, and we'll probably get something to it later. And you better believe I'm going to be testing out this final attack stuff now, since I got it. Might as well flaunt it, right? And a lot of the attacks sure seem very weird. At least with the fist weapons, right? I don't know how much I appreciate, like, infinite spawning skeletons all the time, but it seems to make sense considering there's a lot of stuff that seems to need bronze, at least at this point. And since there's that little alcove over there, we should probably check it out just to see. So, yeah, remember when I said that cockatrices in more than teams of one just are big pain in the ass? Because apparently they can just kind of stun lock you by doing that dashing charge attack in just the right timing. Just kind of instant locks you. At least we got some jet black out of it. And doesn't look like this actually connects to anything, which is a shame. Ifrits, or Ifrits, or however you want to pronounce it. These guys are interesting, sort of, and I probably should have equipped the Fire Protect accessory. But that's okay. I'll just constantly looking at these guys, as you probably want to do, trying to figure out where it is that you could steal from them. But we already saw the point where you could steal from them. By the way, this is why I hate the infinite spawning skeletons. So from here, you could shake them off and then steal. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't want to let us steal because it decided to go after the infinite spawning skeletons for no reason. And somehow it doesn't auto-correct to the guy that you have targeted, because why would it? Why would you ever want that? But alas, we are, of course, closing in on our time, which means we gotta go and save it. And I want to thank you all for joining me, and remember to stay out of the sun.